Trevin and I just saw Zombieland, the new horror comedy with Woody Harrelson and Jesse Eisenberg kicking zombie ass.
My mother always told me, someday you'll be good at something. I mean, I don't think she could have guessed that something would be zombie killing. What do you think? Zombie kill of the week?
Zombieland.
Hey, I'm Eric from SceneStealers.com, and with us today is Trevin McGee from InkKC.com.
Hello.
And yeah, today's movie is Zombieland, and this was on the blacklist, actually, this screenplay for a really long time, and it was turned into a movie by Ruben Fleischer?
Yes,
Never heard of him
of Jimmy Kimmel Live fame. Directed a few episodes. Yeah.
You'd never know, actually. This is quite, especially the opening, is quite a cinematic movie. Right off the bat, the movie puts you in the right frame of mind because he goes through this slow motion montage of zombies in the most ironic situations ever.
Send up. I mean, I took it as a send up to like
Watchmen.
Yeah, well, Zack Snyder in general, like slow motion. Just zombies in extreme situations, ultra violence, and just holding in tight on it. But the best part, I think, and one of the best parts of the whole movie is the soundtrack.
Yeah.
And the title song, you know, getting a Metallica song, getting
For
For Whom the Bell
Tolls.
Tolls.
Yeah.
That just kind of sets the tone for the whole movie.
Oh my God. Look at this clown.
The movie is full of artifice. It's always telling us it's a movie. You know what I mean? And that
I would
lets
say,
it
you
off
know,
the hook for a lot of reasons.
Eisenberg's great, and he plays a sort of everyman character, like this bookish World of Warcraft playing, you know, neurotic college kid. Like, he plays that really well, and he narrates it really well. There are times where he borders on Michael Cera territory. There are definitely times where it seems
they're both
like,
youngsters doing the same kind of
yeah,
stick,
I mean, just
you
the
know?
whole befuddlement and the awkwardness, and he's not comfortable in his own skin and muttering to himself.
Soon
and
they'll
that,
both be in a new Woody Allen
does
movie,
the
then.
same. Yeah, yeah.
Woody Harrelson was really great. I loved his character, and I loved the depth that he brought to it. There were some things we learned about his past that made him even more interesting. But I think the movie was a little bit desperate for some catchphrases sometimes.
Yeah.
And I don't think some of those came off as well as they
You mean
should.
like
Maybe
nut up or shut up?
Time to nut up or shut up.
Zombieland has such a sense of humor about it, though, that I think it's really easy to forgive. The energy's there.
Yeah.
There's a huge cameo in the middle of the movie that we're not going to spoil
I
for
would
you.
even-
Don't
yeah.
let anyone else spoil it
Don't
for
go
you
to
either.
IMDb. It's right there on IMDb. Don't check it. Like, just they've kept it secret for so long. You've got until Friday.
don't ruin it now.
Don't ruin it. I promise. It's the funniest, best part of the movie. It's easily the peak of the movie because
It
everything
is.
after that. That's when you can mark it. It starts to go downhill right after.
But it really is
so funny.
kind of a romantic
So funny.
comedy, and people don't
Oh,
really
yeah, it
probably want to
absolutely is.
acknowledge that. I know the horror fans won't, but this has just enough character to make us care about these people. The reason that Jesse Eisenberg is such a kick-ass zombie killer is because of his neurosis, because he's so detail-oriented. He makes up this really big list of zombie rules on how to survive. You know, and
Ruben Fleischer has a lot of fun inserting those rules into the actual movie.
Yeah.
That's another funny premise that lasts throughout the entire film. But the trailers really do a disservice to it, and they definitely make it look a lot more teen friendly than it really is.
they're trying to sell tickets.
They're trying to sell tickets, but it's an R-rated movie and it's a hard R. It's a violent movie, and but it's got its wits about it. It's got its sense of humor. I'll be amazed if it does really well.
I think this is going to be the second sleeper hit of this year after The Hangover. I think it's going to make a ton of money, and it's really playful despite its R rating. So Zombieland for me is a solid rock fist up. This movie was actually better than I thought it would be. It had a lot of heart, and it was really, really funny.
Yeah, it does take you by surprise. It's great. It peaks a little too soon, but the cameo alone makes it a solid rock fist up for me too.